Hi, I'm Grandma Judy. I'm 78 years old and I live in Washington State. Now, my life has gotten smaller as I've gotten older. That's certainly true. But that doesn't mean it stopped. I'm still having a really good time. Now, one of the things I do is I collect antique jewelry. Isn't that beautiful? And believe it or not, that was sold on QVC to Joan Rivers, I believe. Look at the back of that, how beautifully it was made. Anyway, it's one of my favorites. I've got a couple of hers. And I also live on Social Security, so I have to really watch my pennies. One of my hobbies is I make wire wrap jewelry. It's a lot of fun. This is one of the pieces that I made. Some of them come out beautifully and some of them not so much, but I'm always learning. And one of the big things is getting a decent back on them, because otherwise they can look terribly messy. Believe it or not, this is a bead that I did. It's one of the first wire wraps. It's one I was trying to do weaving on. Weaving is so hard for me, but I'm going to get it down. I'm absolutely certain. This is a nice simple one, but it's cute. I like the color. And again, the back's not messy, and I like that. But wire wrap requires a lot of stones and beads to work with. Well, all that stuff costs a lot of money. And I'm old, living on Social Security. Now, I'm luckier than most because I own my own place. I don't have to pay a mortgage or anything. That is such a big help. But one of the ways I keep my price down is I go to things like Goodwill and secondhand stores. I bought this one that, like I said, one of the Joan Rivers that I just love, at a secondhand store in Yakima, Washington for 15 bucks. That was one of my higher priced things that I buy. Now this is my treasure box. And in my treasure box, you will find all kinds of things. So I'm always starting to go through them, trying to get bits and pieces that I can use. But you just never know what's going to be in here. Some of these are, of course, artificial pearls. Lots and lots of just little bitty seed beads. Those are really important. And look at this necklace out of stones. Again, it's lovely. But I think I'll probably put it down into stones. Whoops. Because I can use it in my beadwork. That'll be a lot of fun. Oh, now this one's mostly black beads. Now I've been sorting this, so that's why some of it's in bags and some of it's not. But again, you know, a string of beads that size, $15, $20. And then I love these little beads here because they're just set up more like a gem than a bead with their cutting. So they're going to be a lot of fun to work with. And I just keep collecting and doing, and then when I'm working on something or decide on a pattern I want to do, I just go through and look through all of my treasure box and see what's there that I can use. Now sometimes I love the piece so well I just leave it intact. Other times I don't. I know this 1970s wood and glass bead set is very nicely done and well preserved, but I think I can do more with it by turning it into wire wrap and jewelry that I want to make than I can leaving it as is. And sometimes I'm really lucky and I find, whoops, that's all tangled up. There we go. I find actual pearls, and then I find oh my God, I got a bunch of pearls. Now these are not real pearls on this side. This is strictly for decoration or for artificial purposes. They're a lot of fun. Now, yeah, I find all of these oddball things through here, and they're so much fun. And sometimes I find some bling. I kind of like bling. Look at these pretty little bracelets. Aren't they fun? Now, one of the things I do is I go to the Goodwill and I ask them if they have any jars of broken, things jewelry that didn't sell, whatever, and they usually do, and I can buy them for $10, $12 a piece for a nice big jar, and I'll buy them, and I just add them to my treasure box. There's a nice little piece of bling. Again, it's very nicely done. And like something like this is way too complicated for me to take apart. See, all of those stones are laid and glued. They're very fun. But for me, that would be way more work than I'm probably going to be willing to do. But look at this. I got a copper bracelet. Again, it was in one of the bling jars from Goodwill, along with 50 or 60 other oddball pieces. Now this is a very nice little bracelet here. I feel pretty certain I'm going to have a bunch of great-grandkids and grandkids showing up here, and they're going to go through the bling box, or my treasure box, and they'll pick out most of the bling and take it home. And that's good. Gives it a whole new life. I love that. But then there's things that, it's not a bad little bracelet. But it'll probably, unless one of the grandkids decide they want it, it'll probably just be turned into something for my wire wrap. And then some things are just so god-awful ugly, you don't know what else to do with them. Let's take a look at this one. This is a headband. Or I'm assuming it's a headband. I guess it could be a tight collar. But again, it is bright orange with gold or copper. And I think I would rather have it as beads than something around my neck. Of course, if I put it out of beads and around my neck, it'll still be beads, won't it? Now this one I really like, just because sometimes I just really like some bling. There we go. That's a lovely piece. And believe it or not, it's put together with rubber bands. Look at the inside of that. So it's a lot of fun being able to collect all of the bling. And my treasure box is my big kick. I just get such a joy out of it all the time. And everybody that comes over wants to go through the treasure box. I'm okay with that. I've got a few pieces that I keep for myself. Now, I really like this one. It's just a little pendant. Needs a good chain. How about this little angel? Again, just things that I see that I like, I set aside, and those are for me. I probably won't ever take them apart, but that doesn't mean that they'll never come apart. It just means it probably won't be me that's doing it. Now this is fun. I get a lot of these. They're single earrings. Okay? You want to know what to do with a single earring if you don't want to take it apart? You got a pair of plain black purse or some black pumps. These little clip-on earrings are wonderful for that. They'll just clip right on, and they do a nice job of creating bling wherever you want it. Say you want it, you don't want a chain around your neck because you're bending over a lot and stuff. Guess what? That lovely, one-of-a-kind earring is now a pendant that you can wear without a chain. It's going to be perfectly stable, and it's a lot of fun. You can just dress up, dress down, do whatever you want. But you can put it on a handbag, you can put it on your collar, you can put it on a shoe, you can put it on a coat, anything that you like. Just where you want that little sparkle of bling. And have fun with it. And that's what I do with things like this that I think are just too pretty to take apart. Then they're my little bling. Like I said, sometimes I put them on hat bands, which is a lot of fun too. Because I don't know about you, but I'm a hat gal. I really like hats. Now, I probably should not wear hats because it turns out I don't have the best face for it. But I love them anyway. Okay, well, this is Grandma Judy introducing you to the treasure box. Oh, by the way, I bought the treasure box at Goodwill too. So I thank you so much. You have yourself a wonderful day. Please come join me. Please like, subscribe, and send me little messages. I just love getting little messages. Spend my evening returning all of them. Because, well, I'm 78 years old. What else am I going to do in the evening? Watch television all night? I don't think so. So, give me a holler. Bye-bye from Grandma Judy.